My name is Mehmet KAYACAN and I am studying at Ankara University for being engineer. You can see other informations about me on the screen. I am going to talk about the entropy. There are 5 subtitles. Thermodynamics and entropy. What is entropy? High and low entropy. Relationship between heat and entropy. Why cannot entropy decrease? Thermodynamics and entropy. First of all, I must mention thermodynamics, because entropy is one of the subtitles of thermodynamics. Father of the thermodynamics is Sadiq Carnot, but Lord Kelvin was the first person who used thermodynamics being a word. Thermodynamics is the study of the effects, work, heat, and energy on a system. It is only concerned with large-scale observations. Entropy. People met entropy thanks to Rudolf Julius Emanuel Clausius. Entropy is in some sense a measure of disorder. Everyone can know, but it is not enough for learning about entropy. It is probability of finding substance in a closed system. If I have to give an example, you saw the pictures. We dream a glass which we created only one piece, but when it's broken it have many pieces, and their probability of finding in a room is very high. In these situations, entropy increases. Entropy changes whenever there is a transfer of heat. Its formula is that delta S is equal to Q divided by T. Why we are using energy entropy change? Because mankind cannot use the energy with 100% yield. So our energy turns into heat, and heat increases entropy. I would like to give examples about high and low entropy to explain it. There are 2 pictures on the screen. A system low in entropy involves order, particles, and directed motion. For this, think of a house. The mass that makes up the house is order and exact to form the walls and furniture. Any mechanical energy of motion, such as water and gas moving through pipes, remains tightly controlled and directed. Any heat energy remains controlled as well, with certain cold pockets, like the refrigerator, and hot pockets, like the oven, with different temperatures that don't spread to the rest of the house. A system high in entropy, by contrast, involves widely dispersed mass and energy. For this, think of a forest. The mass of the forest, plants, rocks, and animals, remains random and widely dispersed. Any motion and heat similarly are dispersed, resulting in a relatively consistent temperature and unpredictable movements of trees and animals. But I have to say that in these 2 pictures, both of them, there is an entropy, but the house has a low entropy and forest has a high entropy. Another topic is relationship between entropy and heat. I mentioned many times that heat increases entropy. However, why? Why does heat increase entropy? When we look the formula on the blue screen, if temperature rise, velocity must increase in the same system. In the first system, there are many particles in a closed system. They bump each other and apply force. So, atoms are very slightly intertwined. When we warm up, its temperature and velocity increase. Then, we should look at the second closed system. In this system, atoms again bump each other with higher velocity. So, atoms are more intertwined, and our space seems to have increased, but the volume doesn't change, seems to have increased. Atoms finding possibility increase. We can dream two cars that bump each other like atoms. If its velocity, they are more intertwined. The last topic is that why cannot entropy decrease in universe? First of all, I have to say that if we want to talk about the entropy, we must think the closed system. It is very important for learning about entropy. I will give two examples to explain better. If we want to decrease entropy, we must decrease disorder in universe. For example, when a flower takes energy from sun, flower's entropy decrease, but as increase of entropy on universe is bigger than reduction of entropy of flower. So entropy on the system always increase. Another example is that we know since Edwin Hubble that the universe are expanding. Therefore, stars, galaxies, black holes are disappearing and their possibility of finding increase. In conclude, entropy is the very complicated topic to explain something and to understand. I just wanted to give information about entropy. There are references of information and pictures. Thank you, listen to me.